Confidence isn't about being fearless. It isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's not the swagger, the spotlight, or the shout. It's the quiet strength that doesn't flinch when the world shakes. In a culture that glorifies noise and bravado, we've lost sight of what true confidence really looks like. The Stoics, ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, taught a radically different approach, one that doesn't rely on hype, applause, or external validation. They believed that real confidence is calm. It's disciplined. It's unshakable. It's the kind of confidence that comes from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you can control. It's forged not in comfort, but in adversity. Not in ego, but in virtue. If you're ready to build confidence that doesn't depend on noise or approval, confidence that's rooted in ancient wisdom and personal mastery, then you're in the right place. Tap that like button if you're already feeling the power of Stoic calm. Subscribe for weekly insights that help you grow stronger, wiser, and more grounded. And if you know someone chasing confidence but missing peace, share this video with them. Let's spread the Stoic way. In this video, we're diving into the Stoic blueprint for building a confidence that doesn't crack under pressure. A confidence that doesn't need to be seen to be felt. One that's rooted in timeless wisdom and built to last. Principle 1. Accept what you can't control. Epictetus taught that peace comes from focusing only on what's in your power. That acceptance builds unshakable confidence. We often think confidence means having control over everything. Our outcomes, our environment, even other people's opinions. But the Stoics knew that this kind of control is an illusion. Epictetus made it clear, some things are up to us and some things are not. Confidence begins when you stop fighting reality. When you accept that you can't control the weather, the economy, or someone else's behavior. You stop wasting energy on resistance. You stop tying your self-worth to things that shift and break. And in that surrender, something powerful happens. You become anchored. You start focusing on what is in your control. Your thoughts, your choices, your response to adversity. This shift is liberating. You're no longer chasing certainty. You're building resilience. You're no longer trying to bend the world to your will. You're mastering your own. And that's where unshakable confidence lives. Not in the chaos of outcomes, but in the clarity of ownership. Principle 2. Calm in chaos. Marcus Aurelius led during wars and plagues, yet wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Confidence is rooted in inner calm. Marcus Aurelius wasn't writing from a peaceful retreat. He was writing from the front lines of crisis, leading an empire through war, betrayal, and plague. And yet, his reflections were calm, composed, and deeply grounded. Why? Because he understood a truth most people miss. The world will always be chaotic, but your mind doesn't have to be. Confidence isn't forged in comfort. It's revealed in crisis. It's not about controlling the storm. It's about learning to stand still in the middle of it. When you train your mind to stay calm, you become unshakable. You stop reacting to every insult, every setback, every twist of fate. You start responding with clarity, purpose, and strength. This is the Stoic superpower, to be surrounded by noise and remain quiet inside. Principle 3. Detach from approval. Seneca warned against depending on others for validation. Confidence is self-sufficiency. We live in a world addicted to approval. Likes, followers, praise, applause. But the Stoics saw this craving for validation as a trap. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." And that includes craving approval. When your confidence depends on what others think, it's fragile. It rises and falls with their moods, their opinions, their attention. But when your confidence comes from within, when it's built on self-respect, not external praise, it becomes unshakable. Detaching from approval doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It means you stop outsourcing your worth to them. You stop asking, do they like me? Did I impress them? Was I good enough? And you start asking, did I act with integrity? Was I true to my values? Did I do what I believe is right? That shift from external validation to internal alignment is the heart of Stoic confidence. It's not arrogance. It's self-sufficiency. Seneca didn't say ignore everyone. He said, don't depend on them. Because the moment you need their approval to feel worthy, you've given away your power. So build your confidence like a Stoic, rooted in virtue, independent of applause, anchored in who you are, not who they want you to be. Principle 4. Discipline is confidence. Daily training of body and mind, like the Stoics practiced, gives quiet certainty in yourself. Confidence isn't something you summon in a moment. It's something you build over time. The Stoics understood this deeply. They didn't wait for challenges to test them. They trained for them. Seneca practiced voluntary discomfort. Epictetus, once a slave, trained his mind to remain free. Marcus Aurelius journaled daily to sharpen his thoughts and strengthen his character. Why? Because discipline is the foundation of self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence. When you consistently show up for yourself, whether it's through physical training, mental clarity, or moral integrity, you begin to believe in your own strength. Not because someone told you you're capable, but because you've proven it to yourself. Discipline builds quiet certainty. It's the voice inside that says, I've done the work. I'm ready. It's the calm that comes from knowing you've faced discomfort and didn't flinch. The Stoics didn't chase motivation. They built habits. They didn't wait for courage. They trained it. So if you want unshakable confidence, don't look for shortcuts. Build routines. Embrace discomfort. Sharpen your mind. Strengthen your body. Because every disciplined day is a brick in the fortress of your self-belief. Principle 5. Discipline builds quiet certainty. It's the voice inside that says, I've done the work. I'm ready. It's the calm that comes from knowing you've faced discomfort and didn't flinch. The Stoics didn't chase motivation. They built habits. They didn't wait for courage. They trained it. So if you want unshakable confidence, don't look for shortcuts. Build routines. Embrace discomfort. Sharpen your mind. Strengthen your body. Because every disciplined day is a brick in the fortress of your self-belief. Principle 5. The power of silence. Stoics spoke less, but with weight. Confidence is often measured by the strength of your silence. In a world obsessed with being heard, the Stoics mastered the art of holding their tongue. They understood that silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's not the absence of thought, it's the presence of control. Seneca wrote, "Speech is silver, but silence is golden." And Epictetus reminded his students, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." The Stoics didn't speak to impress. They spoke to express truth only when necessary. They didn't fill space with noise. They filled silence with meaning. Confidence isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the person who doesn't rush to speak, who doesn't need to prove anything, who commands the most respect. Because silence shows restraint. It shows that you're not ruled by impulse. It shows that you're listening, thinking, and choosing your words with intention. And that's powerful. In a heated argument, the confident person doesn't shout, they pause. In a room full of egos, the confident person doesn't compete, they observe. In moments of pressure, the confident person doesn't panic, they breathe. Silence is presence. Silence is strength. Silence is the space where clarity is born and where confidence quietly grows. So speak less. Mean more. Let your silence carry weight. Let your words be rare and unforgettable. Principle 6. Face discomfort voluntarily. The Stoics practiced hardship on purpose, cold, hunger, exercise, to prove to themselves they could endure. Confidence grows from this. The Stoics didn't wait for life to test them. They tested themselves. Seneca would sleep on the floor and wear rough clothing to remind himself that comfort is a luxury, not a necessity. Epictetus, born into slavery, taught that enduring hardship with dignity was the highest form of strength. Marcus Aurelius trained his body and mind daily, knowing that discipline builds resilience. Why? Because voluntary discomfort is a mirror. It shows you what you're made of. It reveals your limits and then helps you break them. When you choose discomfort, whether it's cold showers, fasting, intense training, or difficult conversations, you're not punishing yourself. You're preparing yourself. You're proving to your own mind, I can handle this. I don't need ease to be strong. I am not fragile. I am forged. Confidence doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from walking into it and walking out stronger. So embrace discomfort, not as suffering, but as training. Because every time you choose the harder path, you build the kind of confidence that doesn't flinch when life gets hard. Principle 7. Judge yourself by action, not opinion. Marcus Aurelius wrote that other people's praise or insults are noise. Real confidence is doing what's right regardless. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, ambition means tying your well-being to what other people say or do. Sanity means tying it to your own actions. The Stoics knew that public opinion is fickle. One day you're praised. The next, you're criticized. If your confidence depends on that noise, it will rise and fall like the wind. But when you judge yourself by your actions, by your integrity, your effort, your alignment with virtue, you build a confidence that no insult can shake and no compliment can inflate. This is the Stoic way. Do what's right, even if no one notices. Speak the truth, even if it's unpopular. Stay grounded, even when praised. Because confidence isn't about being admired. It's about being aligned with your values, your principles, your purpose. So let others talk. Let them cheer or jeer. You stay focused. You stay disciplined. You stay true. That's real confidence. Not noise. Not ego.